this, I'ma hit a time. I'm going all out if it's time. I'm getting my shine on, I've been on my grind. Feel like I'm different, I'm one of a kind.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Your boy 5Man ETV back in the building, man. Shouts out to the 5 Squad. Salute, man. Boy made it to 100 plus right now. Yeah, I mean, we moving. Only way is up, you dig? So right now I'm bringing y'all another video, man, another story time today. So this story is a little bit different from my other ones, of course. I'm trying to switch it up, and this is like an impactful story, you know, a lot of ups and downs, a lot of crazy emotions, you feel me? That's what I want to bring to y'all so y'all can understand me and all of the things I got going on. So right now I'm gonna take y'all, you know what I mean, I'm gonna just run around, do some errands real quick. I'm just running some errands right now, you know. Just got off work this morning, so I was a little bit tired, man. I expected to move around a little bit earlier, but it is what it is. So right now I'm about to run to the store, you know what I mean, grab a few things I need, and we're gonna get to the story time, man. Salute everybody, man. Happy Black History Month, you feel me? So yeah, I'll be back in a minute, man. I'll let y'all.
Went to the Bronx, I was selling my F, and yeah, I might kill me, but I'm pouring medicine. Fly like a pelican, rain on them rats. Down with my destiny, super strong OG.
Yo, man. Back at it again. Y'all know what it is, man. Back at the crib, finally. You hear me? Finally. Basically, you know, did my little errands earlier, like I said. Went to do a little workout too. Grabbed me some Chipotle, just got done slamming that. You know what I mean? Feeling a little full right now, but I'm gonna drop this video for y'all. Like I said, I got y'all. So today, I'm gonna break down my hospital story. I got a few hospital stories, to be honest. So this is just part one. We're gonna call this part one. So yeah, you know, this is story time about me when I was in the hospital for my appendix. Yeah, so basically, you know, that's like a natural thing for everybody. You know, it happens to certain people, some it don't, but it is somewhat common when you get your appendix taken out and all that. So basically, the situation goes like this. I was always hooping, you know, that's what I always talk about, always hooping and blah, blah, blah. So, you know, we kind of grew up without much. So yeah, basically, we had some food at the crib. I would just eat pieces every day, these little mini pieces that was in the freezer. I'm just going to the crib, I go eat the pieces, go hoop, you know what I mean? It was kind of rough, so that was my outlet, and I still kind of do the same thing. So that's why y'all see basketball vids on my joint, you know what I mean, or whatever the case may be. So this particular time, it was kind of rough. I'm just eating whatever, like, you know what I mean, every day, all day, just hooping throughout the whole entire day, you know what I mean? It was like I said, it was like fresh out of high school. I want to say I was going, you know, my homie backyard, we had the 2 rims, you know. I'm gonna link up with my boy Ant in the next few weeks, so y'all definitely gonna get some crazy story times with him. He was with me, you know, through a lot of these things at the early beginning, you know. Shouts out to my boy Ant. So yeah, basically, I was hooping, you know, eating a piece, going back and forth to the crib, up and down the block, because we stayed on the same block. So going back and forth, back and forth. So I mean, so as I'm going back and forth, this is like throughout a few days and maybe a few weeks. I said about a week. I ain't gonna say a few weeks. So for about a week, and you know, like I wasn't feeling good after a while because I knew it wasn't a good thing. This is I'm talking about the morning, you know, throughout the afternoon, the night. It was really bad. I ain't gonna hold you. It was real bad for us. I ain't gonna lie. So basically, my pops is like in and out the hospital around this time. It was me, him, and that was it. Like everybody else moved out. I got my brother, my sister usually lived. We all lived together growing up, but they was gone. My brother moved. He was living with somebody. My sister was living with my cousin. So basically, I was by myself most of the time because my pops wasn't there. So I'm in this crib. It's like, you know, not like the best situation. So this one particular night, like this is when I got sick. So I ended up getting really sick, and I was hooping, and I like, if I turn down basketball, there's something to it. I'm like, man, I ain't gonna hoop today. And I had called it a night. I got in the crib right when it got dark in the summertime. And you know, Chicago get a little dark, I think early or whatever. But basically, I get in the crib and I'm like sick. I'm laying down, balled up. Like, I just remember my whole stomach, from like the top of my stomach down to the bottom of my stomach. It was like hurting. And what made it feel a little better if I like curl up or whatever. So I curled up and was like balled up, like on the bed or whatever, and I'm just all, and I was on the couch. I'm on the couch like balled up, and I fell asleep, you know, eventually, but it was hurting so bad I just wanted to, you know, sleep, and hopefully, you know, it'll go away, you know, I'll feel a little better when I wake up. So I end up waking up, I want to say, I remember, I think it was like 2 something, close to 3 something in the morning, and I kid you not, like, it was so crazy how bad I was feeling, and like, I ain't had nobody in the crib. Like when nobody in the crib, I'm used to nobody being in the crib. Like I ain't seen my sister, nobody in like maybe weeks or so. That was like normal though. So basically this time it was so bad. Like I ain't like I said, I was hurting. Wasn't popular to have phones and all that. Like we ain't had no cell phone. That was like, you know, a thing where everybody like, now you got a phone, but now it's like a regular thing. But this time I ain't had no cell phone or nothing. So I'm in the crib, heard 2, 3 in the morning. Who I'm gonna call? Like it was over with. I felt like it was just like, man, I'm gonna just be sick or whatever. I just got to figure it out. Like use the bathroom, nothing. Like what happened? So it was hurting so bad when I got up at 2 in the morning. Like 100 times, however bad you feel like your stomach can hurt, that's how I was feeling. So I literally end up crawling across the floor, like all the way up to my front door, like towards the living room. And like I know that was God because my sister, I think my sister came in. I think my sister came in the crib, and I was telling like, man, you gotta call the ambulance or whatever. Like, what's wrong with you? You know, I was trying to just tell her, like, just call the ambulance. So I get to the hospital, whatever, and they said, now, it's 2 different things. Like, it can either, like, your appendix can rupture, or, you know, it's just, or, like, it can just, like, you just feeling bad. But mine ruptured on, you know, like, one of the worst levels to where that all that pain that I was feeling in my stomach from the top to the bottom, that's that poison from the appendix is like spraying through my stomach. You know, this is for like the whole day. Usually people kind of, you know, when they feel as bad as I was feeling, you know, they get it done faster. So I went to the hospital or whatever. I'm in the emergency room. I had to wait for like an hour for the doctor to come and all that. My mom and my pops was there. Yeah, so they was there and they talked to the doctor. They kept closing the curtain like, yeah, we need to talk to them real quick. So they go talk to them, come back in, talk to them, come back in. And then the doctor come in by herself like, yeah, do you smoke or drink or something like that? I'm like, no, you know what I'm saying? I don't do that at all. And then he just kept asking me, you sure? Because if we give you this medication, it can be serious complications, you could die with it. I'm like, no. So they really didn't believe me. And they was like, yeah, see if you can talk to him. So they come talk to me. I'm like, dang, what is it? Do I smell like weed? I don't know what was going on, but they was real adamant about asking that question. I guess they had a situation. That's what I assumed at the time, that they must have had a situation. Somebody lied and their parents there and they feel like they might lie because they might get in trouble or whatever, but I really wasn't. So basically, you know, they checking he kind of like pressing my abdomen, you know what I mean, just checking to see where it hurt. Everywhere he pressed it hurt. He's like, yeah, we need to take him for emergency surgery. So I guess they take me up to the surgery. And yeah, they take me up to the surgery and, you know, everything, I guess it went okay, but I still felt the same pain. Like I was telling them, they was like, oh, it did eventually go away. But that wasn't true because it's more to the story. So basically, you know, I went home or whatever. You know, matter of fact, I didn't go home. Let me tell you a crazy side note story inside this story. Basically, that I was at the hospital. We didn't have a car, you know what I mean, as far as my family, whatever. So they gave me like a taxi or something at the hospital, and I end up going to the neighborhood where I filmed that the robbery story. I went to my homie crib. I didn't even go to the crib. You know what I mean? They was like mad at me and all that. I went straight to my homie's crib. I don't know why. I can't even tell you to this day. I don't even remember. It might have been a reason, but I'm sure it might not have been a serious reason. I needed the rest or whatever. So basically, you know, fast forward, that happened. I ended up going home or whatever. And my homeboys then walked me to the crib. That was dope. And you know, my neighborhood wasn't the nicest neighborhood. My block, my actual block, not the block that I filmed. A lot of people looking at that block like, it looked nice. But the block that I actually lived on was, you know, actually a rough block. You know, nothing to glorify, but it was real bad for us. You know, growing up in shorties in that neighborhood, couldn't do much, couldn't really go outside and really hang out like that. We was just in my homie backyard hooping. So basically, moving forward, I'm walking down the block, everybody looking at me like, what's wrong with you? I'm limping or whatever because it was hurting, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't even supposed to be doing that. That's why they was really mad at me. Like, it was hurting so bad, you could feel the stitches like pulling when I'm walking. It was ridiculous. Get to the crib, you know what I mean? I was talking to my mom's and my pops just about the situation, you know, what they told me to do, get rest and, you know, try to limit my movement for like a week and a half, and then the second week I can move a little bit and so on and so forth, and I should be straight after that, you know. And it was the summer too, So that's what I didn't like. So I was hard-headed. I still would go out, you know, with my homies in the neighborhood and just hanging out, cooling. Or I know I couldn't hoop, but I say the third week, literally the third week, I end up hooping, and that's when it get a little bit worse. This when it get bad. So yeah, I end up hooping this one time, and I was hiding it. The first time I hooped 2 days. The first day I hooped, it was just hurting, like it would burn, like I was sweat or whatever, and I can feel like, you know, I mean, it's gonna get a little graphic. Like they cut you basically, you know, like a cut is. So when I sweat a lot, I could feel the movement, like it's sweat in between it, and it would burn so bad. So I would have to stop, and I couldn't laugh. Like if I would laugh or something, it'd hurt really bad. And it was like, I knew I had a friend that around that time said, "No, that never happened to me. Like yours must have been serious." I'm like, yeah. So the next day I hooped, I seen that it was a little swollen around, you know, my stomach area, you know, where they cut me at, where the incision was. So it was a little bit swollen. Yeah, so I told my mom, I was like, yeah, you need to call the ambulance. I walked down the block, I wasn't feeling it, was like swole up. I'm like, man, I gotta get to the hospital ASAP. So the ambulance come again, I got everybody in the neighborhood looking crazy. Oh, what happened? So I go to the hospital again. This one to get ugly for me. Now, they, you know, they wheeled me in or whatever. A doctor came and seen like, oh yeah, it's still more infection inside of me. So I had to go for surgery again. And that wasn't the same night. That was that night I got done hooping. And it was the day I was clear. I was cleared to hoop after that day. So they were still mad at me for hooping. Feeling like I should have waited longer. And me especially feeling the way I was feeling. So I should have just like, you know, kind of took my time a little bit more, but I didn't. So I ain't take no time. I just was like, skip it, man. I'm gonna hoop. That's how I feel. And you know, like I said, I was just waiting. It was a countdown. Like, man, that third week, I'm out of there. I'm tired of being cooped up in the crib. So yeah, it was like, yeah, we gotta take you in for surgery tomorrow. They gave me a little time or whatever. I was nervous. I'm thinking, you know, I messed up something. Like, that's poison flowing through your body. So this when they get crazier, man. They go up the next day and they cut me open. And not just cut me open, like they cut it with, you know, like 4 inches wide, and they left it open. That's what I'm trying to get at. They basically cut me open and left me open. Like left the cut open, and they stuffed me with gauze, and they soaked it in saline, which is like a real pure form of like liquid that, you know, that you use to clean your body or whatever, you know what I mean? So I would have to stuff that inside the scar. They wanted me to do it myself, but my mom's and I'm like, nah, that ain't, you know what I mean? Nobody can sit there and stuff this stuff inside they self. So I'm stuffing gauze and saline, you know, and stuffing it inside my scar, and it's open. It's being left open, you know what I mean? So yeah, so basically I left there to do that. I was in there for like 2 weeks, man. Like, I was so stiff, I couldn't get up, I couldn't move. They had me sitting up, like, you know, I had the bed up at an angle, whatever. And I'm sitting up, and like, they, you know, I was doing that for like a week in the hospital. Just, they kept coming in, changing it like 2 or 3 times a day. And it would be like filled with this yellow, but you could see inside my body. It was weird, like, it was so creepy, man. That was like a horrible experience, like, messed me up. Like, I still think about it. I still gotta use, I'm gonna show y'all at the end, the scar or whatever. So yeah, going through the whole procedure, them cleaning it over and over and over. You know, people coming to see me. There's times they were putting me under that medicine, man. They had me under the morphine, man. The morphine ain't no joke. Like, I'm in now. I guess that's how I feel to be high with it, or whatever the case may be. So I had that surgery, man, and now this one, you know, another level of stuff when they get messed up, it kept getting worse. So basically, they, you know, prepped me for surgery the next day, the next afternoon, I want to say. They said it's gonna take a little while because of it's like if you leave something open for that long, this, you know, it's gonna be kind of tough. And I'm gonna show you with the scar that the way that they had to do it. I know they had to really, you know what I mean, bring it together because it was kind of open for so long. It got kind of normal for it to be like that. So they take me up there and they sew me together. I guess whatever they do, I'm sedated. Now, this is when they get a little crazy. Like, this is why I'm making this story where it's like life changing, and like some stuff that you can't forget, man. So basically, I get done with the surgery. They wheel me into the area, I guess, where you sit at. Now I was supposed to have been asleep for 2 hours. I was asleep for 1. Sleep, but sedated for 1. And they put me in the room, and it was like, this is like a movie, and this actually happened. This is a fact. I'm laying in the bed, and I'm waking up. I can feel me waking up, and the pain is like so bad, it's like your eyes watering up, your body shaking or whatever. That's all I remember. And the door is closing. I see the person walking out, and the door is closing. Right before the door closed, I'm tapping on the thing, tapping on the little railing that's next to me, tapping. And right before the door closed, they turn around. It seemed like, oh, he's awake. They're calling everybody back in now. They come in there and inject me because they still had the needle, where the little thing where the needle go on my arm, and they injected me with something maybe, something stronger to make me go to sleep. But the pain was so crazy. I feel like that's one of the worst pains I ever felt. When I woke up right after the surgery, they just wheeled me in, and they told me that after I actually did get up the right way, because all of the medicine that's supposed to kick in didn't kick in. They just gave me the pain medication for me when I wake up, and they rolled me in there. So they did that. It was like it felt like somebody was stabbing me over and over and over and over. Every time I breathe, I just felt like someone was stabbing me right there in my stomach or whatever. So yeah, man, basically I just want to drop this, man. That was a crazy situation, man. I told a few people, but not a lot of people know, so it's dope. I just want to get that out there, let people know, man, I've really been through some crazy things. I got more one more hospital experience that was kind of crazy. Something, just to throw out there so y'all can understand, one of those dramatic situations where, that kind of made me think and move differently. So yeah, man, just one of those moments in my life where I just want to share with the world, you feel me? So yeah, man, shouts out to y'all, for real. We're getting a lot of support. A lot of people have been shooting ideas at me, so I'm about to start, adding more content, a lot of diverse content too. So just had to drop the story time. My crazy experience in the hospital, man, that was just all too common around that time. I went to the hospital the next year, but I'm gonna tell y'all about that on the next story time. So yeah, man, I wanna thank y'all for watching, man. Appreciate all the time and effort y'all y'all get to me, for the feedback, for watching my vids, man. Some of my views is going up, my subs going up. I'm getting people, not even just friends and family. That's when I know, things is kind of reaching the masses. People, kind of hit me up, and it's so much love, man. And I just appreciate this opportunity, those type of moments, because it could have went bad. Not saying, it's real critical, but it's just, like that, the pain and the, man, this stuff is happening back to back. I went to for the same thing twice, you feel me? So, but yeah, that's it, man. Just want to end it on that note. Your boy Fireman ETV, you feel me? I'm back at it again, man. You know the vibe. Like, share, subscribe. You know the vibes, man. Your boy in the building. Shouts out to the 5 squad, man. We 100 deep right now. We going up. I said we're about 108 deep right now. So like, share, subscribe, man. Share this video with everybody. Man, you need to watch this, just trying to stay humble, show them some love. About to do another giveaway. You know how I give it up. Next video, I'm gonna do a giveaway. Yeah, I'm gonna make it happen, I don't want to give y'all lead y'all on too much with that. So I'm gonna just do one. So put myself in the hot seat on that one. So yeah, I'll let y'all in a minute, man. And watching the game, you feel me? The Lakers in Boston. So y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day whenever you watching this, the rest of y'all night. Yeah, man, your boy back in the building. I'll let y'all next time, man. Peace. And real quick, man, I just want to show y'all the sky, so you kind of get a little visual. If you don't want to see the sky, you can look away or click out the video, whatever. It's cool. I just want to show y'all the sky real quick. Crazy. So yeah, man, I just want to finish off with that. I almost forgot, you feel me? But all in all, man, just appreciate y'all, man. So until next time, peace.
My name, it come with the fire. My name, it come with the sirens. My got grills like pirates. Kid drill was a firefighter. On the corner we was fighting fire.